Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Now we get a chance to see which way the momentum is turning on at least a couple of stocks. We get to see that with Michael Vodicka. Mike is our momentum stock analyst at Zacks.com. And one of the stocks that we're going to talk about here is Life Partners Holdings. LPHI is the ticker symbol. This just kind of really shocked me. They operate a financial services company. I never would have expected that.
Yeah, it's kind of an unusual business model that they're using. What this company does is they provide financial services to people who hold life insurance policies. So, for example, if someone needs to cash out of a policy for whatever reason, this company will give them a cash payment, and then they'll take over the policy moving forward.
Okay.
It's been an interesting model because of the underlying economic circumstances that we've been dealing with here for the last year or two. You know, people are really strapped for cash.
Yeah.
They need to access money quickly, and this has been a way for them to do this. And you know it's worked well for the company. They've produced fairly solid results recently here. Their third quarter results from December 16th, income was up 46% to $28 million, and on the earnings side, you know, they beat estimates once again, coming in at 61 cents, which was ahead of estimates.
Okay.
Now, in terms of moving forward here, it's not so much just like a one-time shot or a thing that's happened in the past. So moving forward, the CEO has said that he expects strong demand to carry on through most of the year. He said that the underlying economic circumstances, again, are going to create more demand for the company's products here.
I was going to say, that sounds nice for a CEO to say that. What's the reality of that statement, though?
I think it's realistic because on a more specific basis, he said that investors are looking for opportunities that are not equity-based, which is actually the stock market here. So he sees this as being a viable alternative to those kinds of investments, and there's a lot of fear right now for people doing things like that with equities. So
Right.
This has been a nice alternative for those people.
Okay.
We have seen that show up in estimates here. The next year estimate is pegged at $2.67 a share, which is a 21% earnings growth projection. So that's pretty solid on a long-term basis.
Yep.
And then on the chart, the stock's had a great year. It's actually doubled in just the last 6 months. And it's been trending higher here. Let me take a look at my chart real quick. It recently took out a short-term level of resistance here, and it's trading about $43, so it's looking good.
No dividend here, though.
You know what? I actually am not sure if they have a dividend or not. I did not check.
Okay. Well, if they don't, they may want to consider paying one out if they're doing so good.
Sure, absolutely.
That
Yeah,
may be the
definitely. It
next-
would make it a more attractive investment again.
Yeah, right. Huron Consulting, HURN, the ticker symbol. This company also in the consulting arena.
Yeah, Huron is a consulting group, and the consulting segment of the market has held up well over the last year and a half, and they've got a couple, these kinds of companies have a couple things going for them. Number one is they don't have to hit the market and actually buy materials to produce their goods, or they're not as susceptible to volatility in those capacities.
Right, no inventory.
Exactly, no inventory. And then in terms of actual demand for their services, with a lot of companies being distressed in the last year, there's been more demand for these people to come in and provide some guidance, give a steady hand, and provide consulting services. Again, going to quarterly results, we saw a really solid quarter from Huron, a really solid third quarter from Huron in late October. Their sales were actually up 26% to $168 million. Their profit was actually down from last year, but that was due to some one-time items. And they posted earnings of 44 cents against an expectation of 45, so they're right in line with the analyst estimates here. Again, moving along to the estimates picture, what we've seen is analysts very bullish on this company here. They projecting next year earnings of $3.57. That's a 65% increase in earnings, so that'd be a really nice jump right there. Mm-hmm. And then we've seen these fundamentals play out on the chart here again. The stock had actually dipped a little bit earlier in the year, but then when fall came around, started picking up some steam again and moving forward. And since late October, it's been on a really nice rally. It's moved from $42 to $60. That's almost 50%.
What else do you want?
I'm not sure. That's a nice return, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you or does anyone in your house own either of these two stocks?
I do not own them, and nor does anyone in my family.
Okay, the dog, cat, no.
Not as far as I know.
Okay.
Hopefully not.
All right, check into that for next time, would you please? You can learn about more on these two companies in the text version of Michael's pieces on them, respectively. Or you can take a look at the archive and see what other stocks Mike has written about in the recent past in the momentum category. All you need to do is go to Zacks.com's homepage, go to the upper right-hand corner, click on the most current headline next to the momentum listing. It'll take you right to all of that information. With Mike Vodicka, I'm Terry Ruffalo.